Greetings. It's been a while, and I need to shave, possibly get a haircut, but that's okay, because now it is time for LGR Thrift Season 2 to commence, after that hiatus lasting for a little while, where it was really friggin' cold. But you know what, it's springtime, more or less, and that means people are clearing out their closets. And unlike them, I need to fill my closets. And that means it's time to film some more stuff. So I got some new camera glasses. I got new places to stick stuff as far as storage space goes. And yeah. Also, I want to do things a tiny bit different this season and just sort of focus on the overall random stuff that I find in the store, instead of just showing like the things that I am most interested in, maybe just some things that are curious, and then not worry so much about the whole list of things that I'm buying at the end of every episode. Now, let's just go and have fun, and let's go thrifting. Goodwill. Inside, it looks like Goodwill. It's good to know things have stayed basically the same. And inside the glass case, here is glass case insides, complete with a couple, I don't even know, a movie in your mind, it says. Graphic audio, I assume these are audiobooks with like hallucinogenic sound effects or something. That's different. Underneath these clothes here, I found some kind of promising looking crates, but they're too flimsy to be useful for anything. I am on the lookout for some for my LPs and Laserdiscs though. And over here in the board games, there's a lot of mostly puzzles and some board games. Go figure. As well as this thing. It's got like a valve switch bypass thing. It's pretty neat. Looks delightfully dangerous, although it's not filled with anything. I've played too many FPSs. I just want to shoot this thing and see what happens. Behind that is a, well, actually half-decent little tripod here, if one of the latches wasn't broken, and it had the little inset to actually attach your camera to it. I usually pick up a spare tripod like this whenever I find one, but yeah, this one's missing parts and kind of broken, so nope. Ooh, telescope. Ah, yes, and it actually works. Wow, most of these I find at Goodwill don't at all. Now I can spy on the ceiling tiles. Over in the CDs and DVDs, it's like the same stuff that was here like 8 months ago. Seriously, they still have not sold a lot of these games, and you know what, that doesn't surprise me because they are absolutely covered and ruined by packaging tape. I hate when they do that. Around the corner though, with this excess Halloween crap, I see cartridges for the Atari 7600 and 2600. $3 each, which is not a bad price for most of these. I ended up grabbing several of them. Some of these blue label ones, a couple for the Atari 7800. Did I say 7600 earlier? I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, you know, Atari cartridges. That's just cool to see these here, even though I had like all of them almost. Yeah, there's a whole bin of these down here. This is a pretty uncommon sight. Usually this stuff ends up on the auction, either website or the case, the glass case that they have up front at a lot of these stores. Now these are just all here. Whoa. When did I turn into a cone head? Silly reflections amuse me far too easily. I was just chuckling at myself in the middle of the store like a moron. What the heck is this, a pipe organ? Nope. It's you know, I don't know what it used to be, but this is actually a lamp. It looks rather handmade, or just, you know, I don't know, maybe it's not. I've never seen anything like this. They cut the cord off, though, or else I probably would have gotten it just because it's so freaking weird. I saw this promising looking box by Western Digital here, and well, what do you know? It's a brand new 80 gigabyte Western Digital hard drive. It was only like $5, so yeah, whatever. I'm sure someone else needs it more than me, so I left it there. That's my excuse anyway. Now, I don't always show myself looking through these bins of cords and whatnot, but this General Electric mouse just sort of caught my eye, and you know, you never know if you'll find anything good in here or not. I usually get a lot of component cables, VGA cables, audio cables, and things like that from these. I didn't happen to find anything today, though, but yeah, I don't know. It's fun to look through if you like spiderwebs from Satan. Ooh, a yellow package. That catches my eye. What is this? Can't leak. Can't! With a K, apparently from the Mortal Kombat School of Grammar. The Universal Bowl Ring with sleeve. Over next to these old roller skates, I found a little pot. Oh man, wood grain speakers. I've been looking for a decent set of these. This one looked promising. Look at, what is this? JC Penney. 5 watts, made in Japan. Tempting, but I didn't get them today. Also tempting is it's a Memorex Power Center. These are just cool. I like these things that, you know, they're made for hooking in your entire computer system into like one dealio. You just kind of set this underneath your monitor, and yeah, you can switch off all the individual components. I think these are cool. I'd like to get a name brand one from like Tandy though. And then I saw this thing. I don't know what the heck it is. I mean, I kind of have an idea. It's got a speaker cable coming out of it, and it looks like there's some sort of echo chamber in there. So is this like an old subwoofer or something? I'm not really entirely sure. Maybe I'm totally wrong on that, but either way, this thing's a beast. Freaking heavy. Smelled like old smokers' balls. It was disgusting, but, you know, at the same time, just kind of neat because of its shape and just nondescript exterior. I mentioned it was heavy. It's really friggin' heavy. Oh man, every time I see a bag like this, I get excited. Look at this. It's an old monster of a Magnavox VHS video recorder. Oh man, these old cameras like this are just sweet. This is a little too new for my taste though. I prefer the older ones with the chunkier, boxier look to them. Some interesting stuff over with the books. There's a bunch of old sheet music for piano, mostly. These remind me of some of the things that my mom has. She's got some stuff from like the late 1800s, early 1900s, and it looks pretty much exactly like this. So I always check it out just in case it's anything cool. Chrome toasters, flashlights, overcoming procrastination. That's tempting. Whatever, I'll do that tomorrow. Next up, it is another nearby Goodwill, and right as soon as I walk inside, check this out. It's a pretty substantial set of Star Trek Deep Space Nine collection on VHS, as well as Star Trek TNG. Ugh, this is tempting since I have an original series VHS, but I didn't go with these today. Over in the glass case at the front is a pretty sweet little find here. Need for Speed, High Stakes, in the big box. $8. Not a bad price actually for as good a condition as it is, but I already own it. What? No auction again till April 10th, 2015. Huh. Alright, well, I guess I won't be checking out the auction case here. Not like it matters, I never friggin' get anything here anyway. Bunch of overpriced crap. There's always something I want, but I can just never freaking get it, so, whatever anyway. Over here with the DVDs, and not much at all. Just a copy of The Movies. I already have a few copies of this. I need to really review this game already. Checking out the puzzles and board games, cause you might find something like this, PGA Tour Golf 2. Obviously one of the earliest PGA Tour games. This one is actually for classic Mac computers. So like the SE30 and beyond. Pretty neat. Definitely grabbing this. I don't have it in any version. Could this ghost get any more ambiguously coy? Over in the Basic Electronics, we find Basic Electronics as well as... What? Another Magnavox? This is the same freaking thing I saw earlier. Why is this thing following me? With that said, it's off to my favorite Goodwill, or at least it used to be my favorite. As I feared, inside, since they did that big expansion last season, it's mostly closed now. And the other, 40% that's not closed is all, cheap tat. It's just gross. All this rejected clearance item crap from, dollar stores and Target. And what isn't that is usually overpriced now. Case in point, there's a friggin' pair of Altec Lansing speakers. I would totally like to have this, but $7? Are you friggin' kidding me? I mean, that's like 3 times what I would pay. Then you find stuff like this. Buried underneath some junk, Theme Park for the friggin' Panasonic 3DO. This is the first ever 3DO game I found in the wild, and it is, well, not exactly complete, there's no manual, but it's got the CD in there at least. I was afraid it wouldn't. Buying that for sure. What is this? Pet Z, Cat Z2 Z. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, hey, this is interesting. Zoo Vet. Only you can save the animals. Sim game. I like how it says so right on the front. Apparently this is from Europe. It's got a European, UK PEGI rating on there, so that's neat. May as well grab this. And, well, okay. Yep, another Mary-Kate and Ashley game. Sweet 16, License to Drive. I gotta pick it up because, begrudgingly, I have to cover all of these, I guess, because I've brought this upon myself. Over in the glass case of non-auction items is a crapload of Wii Lego games, as well as The Sims 4 Limited Edition, $30. Over in the auction side of the case, there's an NES with freaking Swordmaster. Are you kidding me? That game is worth 3 times the cost of the system. Of course, it's up for auction only, you can't just buy it, as well as these flight sticks and pedals and such down here. Pretty neat little set of stuff here, actually, and, you know, I would bid, except that I've tried like 100 times, and I've just never even come close. Ooh, classic hi-fi set. Oh, this thing by Yorks, apparently. I don't know if that's any good or not, but it just looks cool. I love the look of these kind of things. It's got a friggin' 8-track player in there, cassette. Oh, yeah. These dials, oh, they feel so good. Just listen to the sound. Underneath here, with the other random electronic junk, a lot of car stereos for some reason, there's a new-ish Panasonic home theater system here. They're asking $200 for it, though. It's maybe worth that? I don't know. I doubt it. Interesting old PC thing here. This is Micrographics Picture Publisher. An old software set full of a ton of stuff in here. If the box weren't so beat to crap, I might have bought it, but, you know, at least it's got the floppies in there. I like handling floppies in public. Oh, hey, look at this. This looks like a safe purchase. Over with the books, I happen to find something kind of interesting. Isaac Asimov, Voyage to the Outer Planets and Beyond, a VCR space adventure. Yeah, this is something done with like Isaac Asimov and NASA JPL, and it's got like a VHS as well as this companion booklet. This is just neat. I like old NASA stuff, and anything with Asimov's name on it too, pretty much. Ooh, what is this? Richard Simmons Reach? I feel encouraged and pumped up just holding this LP. Rock Jocks? A real cliffhanger of a game? What is this? That's kind of interesting. I never buy board games at Goodwill because you never know what it's missing, but you know, whatever. On the other hand, look at this. The Print Shop Paper Pack. You talk about something no one else on the planet is going to want. It's already been marked down in price a couple times even, but yeah, I'm totally buying this. It's a sealed companion thingy to the Print Shop. I mean, it's just paper, but it's an official Broderbund product. Like, I'm not going to get it. Angry Birds, Knock on Wood. The hands-on version of the touchscreen hit. Wait, isn't a touchscreen game technically hands-on anyway? Whatever you say, game. Ooh, what is this? The Usual Suspects, I see. Oh, this is the Usual Suspects limited edition collector's set. Apparently number 2697. Interesting. I like this movie a lot. It comes with this cool little folder here with the VHSs and stuff. It's like the movie as well as some bonus features here, as well as a copy of the script. Actually, this is really neat, and I probably would have gotten it had it come with the other stuff. There's like a lighter and some other cool little thingies, but it didn't come with it, so nope. Oh, let's see. Junk. Oh, that is a lot of supplements and vitamins. They're all still sealed, not expired. You know, I gotta think that someone died. Like, seriously, hate to be morbid, but yeah, someone died. It is the Goodwill way. And finally, off to one more Goodwill before I head home, because why not? Effective April 15th, 2015, Goodwill will no longer accept CRT televisions. I can understand why they did this, but man, I'm gonna miss seeing these. Time to check out the auction case, cause why not? Is that a Laserdisc player? Nope, it isn't. I don't care then. Abbott and Costello dolls? Animated? That's kind of different, as well as some of these other different things that aren't anything I want. Okay, what is this? That's a car. That is not a car. This, oh, hey, I remember these. This is a VHS rewinder. You'd stick your tape in there, and you'd rewind, and it would do it a little faster than your VCR would. You would have to wear down your VCR motors. Glass pumpkins, soap dispensers, and what is this? Tex Murphy Overseer. Nice. Oh, it feels good. This is not one that I have. It looks like it is complete with both the CD version and the DVD version in here. One of the earliest DVD games that I am aware of. Issue of the New York Times from the first day of the new millennium. Or at least the way we celebrated it, and that was really 2001. But, you know, whatever, technicalities aside, still a rather historical little newspaper. I love this. Computers prevail in first hours of 2000. Oh man, Y2K wasn't a thing? You don't say. Putting it back, I happened to drop this. Is this a Playboy perfume? The heck does this smell like? I gotta know. Ugh, it smells like low standards and disappointed parents. Over with the VHSs and stuff, I found, what the heck is this? Cell block? So these little clips come off the side, and there's like a clock on the front or something, and buttons and a cell inside. I have no idea. looking around the other side and like, holy crap, really? Under a Killing Moon, another Tex Murphy game that I don't have. Also in excellent shape and only $4. How insane. Alright, this is quickly becoming my new favorite Goodwill. Oh, Zoo Tycoon here. This will be a good pickup if I didn't already have the big box version. By the way, go ahead and watch my review of that if you haven't. Alright, gotta go and take a look at the electronics before I go, and oh man, this brings back some memories. This is a old credit card swiper. I actually had one of these as a kid. I was like 12 years old. I got it for free because somewhere like Upgraded, I think, that my mom worked at. I took it apart and promptly shocked myself like insanely. It was still plugged in. I was an idiot, but it was a valuable learning experience. Ooh, not the person, the CRT. It's a Sony Wega. Never had one, but I just like these old Sony tubes, and I'm just gonna miss seeing them, that's all. And one last browse around the other electronic. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh. Is this a freaking Kaypro 2? Okay, wait, what? Oh, the keyboard is here. Well, it's missing the spacebar key in the cable, but whatever. This is a freaking Kaypro. I've got like the discs and stuff for this already at home. Oh, this is amazing. It's $40. So yeah, I took this thing back home and yep, I even found the keyboard overlay for it and a cable. I turned the thing on and yeah, I don't have any discs right now with me, but look at this. It freaking works. Just asking for the boot up CP/M floppy disk. Could I get any freaking luckier? I found an IBM 5160 at a Goodwill last season and now a Kaypro 2. Oh man. Oh, it's so cool. So yeah, that is all for this episode of LGR Thrifts. As I said at the beginning, I'm not actually showing like everything I got here because, you know, you already saw everything I got, and I told you when I got it in the episode, so I find it kind of redundant. That said, man, it's good to be back doing this again, and thank you so much for all the messages and tweets and whatever else asking me about when Thrifts was gonna come back. It really made me realize like how much you all enjoy this. So it's gonna continue for as long as I can manage to do so. And you've also been sending in your finds as well, and here are a selection of them. Continue to send them to me through whatever method you figure out that you can do so. I always enjoy seeing what you find and then posting it at the end of these episodes, and now that the series is ongoing again, it can continue. Once again, thanks so much for the support. You've definitely kept this whole experiment going because I was considering stopping it entirely, but there's just no way I can. This is like the most requested content that I do anymore, so it's gonna keep on going. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time in episode 2.